The Toronto Maple Leafs return home after a very successful road trip to see if they can maybe drag themselves a little higher in the standings against a team from Montreal who has not won in this building since I don't know who was playing. It's a few years ago anyway. It's 11 games. Now here is McMahon coming through center and hitting the line and in. He works to the right wing side, backhand around back of the net. He goes into the near corner. Taken down on the play as the puck comes back into the slot. Riley closing in. Oh, and he snapped it just wide of the near post. Great opportunity for Morgan Riley there. Bowen 739. But as you mentioned, Boreas Salming and Tim Horton ahead as the Leafs get the puck out at center ice. Salming 1,099. Here's Matthews driving the net and in on goal, and Dobish able to make a save, but a penalty is coming to Montreal. Slavkovsky gives it back to the defense. Up ahead, back to Slavkovsky in on the right wing. Stops in the circle and a shot. One-timer from the far side by Caulfield, went just wide. Kept in there by Dobson. Another shot blocked, and the rebound goes to Matheson. Centering pass in front, big pad save made by Hildeby. Domi trying to find Tavares, but it went off his skate and back of the net. But now we're going to face a power play as a penalty has been assessed. Shot from an angle is kicked away by Hildeby, and he'll start away with a pass on the right wing. Evans in on the right side into the slot. Oh, and a good toe save made. We've talked about him quite a bit, Jimmy, about just that. As they get it down into the zone. Domi has it along the line. Back it comes to McCabe. To Domi again. High slot. Lets the shot go. And in traffic, Dobish makes the save. And then when he tried to give a slash to Nice, he hammered his own players. Now he'll tag up, and the Canadiens have time and space to work it out. They get it to center, but have it hooked away. Robertson back in over the line, dropping for Lorenz. Lorenz drops to the slot. Here's McCabe, a shot, and that deflected off a leg and went wide.
I think it's pretty doable.
Here are the Canadiens in, and a shot! Knocked away and smothered.
Maybe two
by Hildeby.
Maybe two or three.
It wasn't a tough save. Hildeby is a 1-2-1 record, 2.86. And a shot and a good toe save made there. Another shot swallowed up by the Hildebeest. Trying to protect the puck down in there. He comes back to the point. One last shot blocked by Hildeby. Bunted it down into the Leaf end. Now it's back out at center, and the Leafs get across the line with Domi. Into the slot. Oh, and the stick. That didn't connect, and it's brought the other way by Davidson. In on the right side, Hudson trying to get a shot, and a good save made there by Hildeby. Now Domi gets it back to the point. Near side for Stetcher. Return to the defense, and now shot by McCabe. Stopped the rebound, and Dobish got across. Good effort there by Matthew Nice to take a shot that had banked off the end boards. I work with one who's really off the beat.
I'm rehabilitated, though.
Canadiens breaking out at left wing with Suzuki. Suzuki trying to cut in. Great defensive play made there by Jake McCabe. Here's Slavkovsky sending it across, and that deflected off his stick and went harmlessly wide. To Slavkovsky, a shot. Oh, and a good glove save made by the Hildebeest. Got it in front of his own goal. Stetcher had his pass blocked. Canadiens work in. There's going to be a penalty, and it is shot high and wide of the Toronto goal. Curling out with it and working down the board, Suzuki. Suzuki at the near half boards. Across the ice for Davidov. A pass in front. They score! The Canadiens draw first blood, and there are a lot of Hab fans in the building.
It all starts with a great seam pass by Nick Suzuki.
Nice to the line. Had it knocked away, and it comes back in over the line. A race for Demidov going in, a goal! Big save made by Hildeby. Canadiens with it again. Long shot, blockered away by Hildeby. Canadiens into the slot. Puck picketed Pickpocketed from behind, but now here's a chance for Montreal again with a shot, and that was stopped by Hildeby. Got it ahead. Here's Matthews through center to the line and in, but couldn't get around the defenseman. Long lead pass, breakaway chance. Bolduc, what a save! Holy mackerel, what a save by the Hildebys! He snaps out that left hand to deny Bolduc on the breakaway.
This all starts Austin Matthews into the Montreal zone, but everybody goes on a line change.
The Canadiens, but Nylander gets the puck. He's tripped back of the goal, and a penalty's coming. Well, it's not a goal, but it is a penalty. And the Canadiens will be a man short. Nylander holding. Cowan again. Cowan coming out. Boy, why don't they shoot it? Nylander again. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and a penalty.
Boy, this is a make-up call.
Now to Hudson, high slot, doesn't shoot it. Hudson near side for Suzuki. Cross ice pass, one-timer in front. Caulfield just failed to redirect that. Canadiens signed to the side of the net. Shot stopped by the Leaf goaltender. Canadiens keeping it alive. Caulfield working wide. Got around Nylander. Back it goes to Matheson. A shot. That deflects wide. Leafs clear the puck to the line, but not out. Canadiens, Matheson again. Into the half boards for Slafkovsky. A shot. Big save, Hildeby. D-to-D pass to the far side. Domi's able to push it out at center. Domi breaking in on that right side, and he shot it high and wide. Here the Canadiens back in across the line, having it stolen. Roy pushes it ahead for Bobby McMahon. McMahon with a backhand, and driving the net there and not getting his stick on it, though, was Joshua. Hildeby on the wing for Benoit. Benoit lost it. Kapanen, centering pass, what a save! Again by Hildeby. Riley pushing it around the boards. It'll be tipped ahead. Roy gives it back, and Cowan is through center ice. Great pass, left wing side. OEL drilled it off a stick, and it went just wide. Back into the slot area again, and a shot there by OEL was blocked. Again, Roy working it back to the point. Wrist shot coming. Big save off the pad. Got ahead to Suzuki. He's going to shoot it in around the boards.
Leafs getting a penalty here. Too many men.
Back to Suzuki. Down low, Caulfield. Back to Suzuki. Shooting. Shoulder save made by Hildeby. To the near side for Demidov. They'll play catch on this side, then the puck is stolen, and Lorenz is away. Lorenz trying to one-hand it ahead, but it was turned over. Canadiens back in on the right side. Caulfield shot stop, rebound, smothered by Hildeby. Oh my.
Well, was Lorenz out of gas, Joe?
Yeah, I think so. Roy battles for it, but it's cleared back of the net. Canadiens get their Kapanen. Playing it back, but stolen by Roy. Played ahead, Lawton. Breakaway chance. Slap shot. Score! Scotty Lawton hammers a slap shot from 12 feet.
Three games in a row for Scott Lawton. None bigger than this. The Leafs a great job in the kill of their own zone. Nick Waugh, Joe, does so much work.
Cowan will shoot it into the Montreal zone. Roy hustling after Cowan. Pushes it out in front. Oh, what a save made by Dobish. Puck goes free. Still high in the air. Roy takes his man to the boards. Cowan centers! And Joshua was too well covered. Penalty coming. That's the reason he was covered. Gets it back to the point to Riley, to Max Domi, to Riley! Fired high and over top of the goal. Back to Riley again. Now to Domi, closing with a shot. That deflected wide. Penalty is over. And the draw won by the Montreal Canadiens, who are able to get it out. Long bouncing shot in on goal, and that was a tougher save than it looked.
This is late in regulation, but Marty St. Louis obviously wants to get his big boys out.
And now he starts up with a pass to Jake McCabe. McCabe to the line. Doesn't go in. McCabe to Nylander, who does. Willie in with a shot, and that was kicked away by Dobish. And now Montreal has the puck, maybe for the first time in the overtime. Into the slot area, shot, big save, rebound, comes to Nylander. Nylander's got a breakaway. He's in on that right side, shot, stopped by Dobish, and the puck goes free. Oh my! Leafs steal it back. Domi looking in front of the net. Shot, stop, oh, went high and wide, and now Max is in a foot race. He's going to win it. But then stolen back by Suzuki. Suzuki to Caulfield. Caulfield in front, couldn't get a shot away. Plays it back to the point. Matheson back to Caulfield, shooting, blockered away by Hildeby. Oh, what an overtime. Works through center. Lawton hitting the line. Lawton driving in, had it poked off his stick. Here's Matheson in on the right side. Tried to work around Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and a huge save made by Hildeby. What's going on now? Another timeout? Draw, scrum by the Leafs, and the Canadiens punch it up on the left wing. Suzuki down the left wing boards, trying to drive, and he was knocked wide of the goal. Centering pass in front. Shot is blocked, and it'll deflect to center ice. Whoa. Right-handed shot, picks the puck up and weaves to the left wing side with speed. He's in alone. Deke shoots. Pad save, Dobish. Great pad save. Weaves to the right wing side. Right-handed shot as well. Slowly in front of the net. Deke shoots, scores. Picks the puck up and weaves to the right wing side. Top of the circles into the slot area. Scores! Left-handed shot, picks it up, slowly moves to the right wing side, top of the circle, cutting across, dekes, and scores. Tavares picks it up, slowly over the line, in the middle of the ice with a little deke, and it's stopped by Dobish. Canadiens will win the game. The Leafs point streak will continue, but Montreal is victorious in overtime and the shootout.